hizo ni mbili, mimi nimeweka moja. Sio hivyo, hiyo ni nusu. Angalia, cheki, unaona hivi? This space was empty, but we had to buy this land from the owners so that we can stop them from building and we can have the field for kids to play, because inside here there is no open spaces for kids. So this is one thing we did, and also the farm. It was part of community-led solution, but mostly done by kids and artists and some community member. So we planted trees and fenced them with plastic bottles to prevent them from being eaten by goats. So we collected all the plastic bottles in the community and we made a fence. What I do in Wajukuu, I'm in charge of the arts. Together with other artists, we plan workshop, we come up with ideas, activity. So that's what my main work. And also like writing proposal, meeting with donor or funders, looking for more funders. So this is my work together with Shabu. Shabu is the director of Wajukuu. We want our community to be best or good for kids to grow in. That's why we bought this land for them to get a place to play. That's why we are planting trees together with the kids, teaching the kids about conservation. We are around the industrial area, the biggest industrial area in maybe East Africa, but they dump all their waste to the river.
How many artists are working here?
For now we have 4 artists, but we also have other 6 members, and we also host a social activity. Like today we had a drumming session and also dancing session with the kids.
How do the kids react to you being artists, or do they not see it that way?
I think they are artists, so it's not hard for them to relate with me. We are the one who lose that ability of being an artist as we grow, but it gets blocked with the system of education we have, because it doesn't want maybe a free mind or a creative mind. What we are trying to retain is self, more of self, despite being in Africa, being wherever, but having the ability to reflect on self and creating, because this is the fundamental thing that everyone has, but with time it disappears. And with the space we are trying to nurture this and give kids a space to dream and also to become whoever they want to be.
My name is Kimati. I'm an artist here at Wajukuu. Also a facilitator to the kids, to try to show people also the waste material can be recycled, and also make a good structure like this one, which is an art studio, but also Wajukuu kids use it to do their learning session. We spend around 1.8 million Kenyan shillings, and still it's not fully complete. We still want to put another upstairs on one side to also have more spaces for.
And how much will that cost?
Around like 1 million for now.
So what do you do with the kids?
Giving them a space where they can express what they are feeling, letting it all out.
Yep.
And a safe space to always do what they want.
What do you see as a result of that?
I see the smiles first. As a result of that,
Yes.
I see the smiles. That is one thing that I acknowledge most. Sometimes the kids, when they are coming in the morning, they are dull, they are not so okay, but by the time they go home, when they are happy, That's a big step for us. And when they talk about how this space is giving them a safe space for them, that's a takeaway. And some kids, they are very small, they are not yet aged to be here, but they come here because of the food. You know, they don't have the meat, so they come.
So you feed them?
We have lunch for them.
Always?
Yeah. We used to have a library where they could learn, they could do their homeworks, but it was demolished when the road was. Now we don't have a library, but we used to have a library. They could come do their homework after school.
In documentary, we will have 4 installations. One is from me, the other is from Books, and the other from Kim and Fresia, and also another artist who stays in Italy, Joseph, will do another installation. And what we are really focusing on or highlighting is more on education system and how it has maybe distracted or has brought some confusion on humanity. It's good to embrace a positive side of democracy and capitalism. At the same time, there is this narrative that African is left behind. We are only left behind if we compare ourselves with what is not us. But if we remain who we are, I don't think we are behind. I think we are far ahead of our reality. The kids, what we have been doing since last year, we are making comic. The comic book we are making is based on traditional oral storytelling. We have been inviting grandparents and parents who have folk stories from the different tribes and share with kids, because this is a culture which is fading away. It's not documented, it's not passed to the other generation.
Outside of my studio, I love to use a different kind of medium. In my work itself is like I'm searching for something. Like I'm someone, like a dog when smells something, start digging.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging, I'm not finding yet what I'm looking for.
So it's like you're searching.
Yeah, I'm searching.
Yeah.
And that's why I love something, it has a deep things or something is showing me this kind of lines and the faces also. It has a lot of from the Sudanese faces of like very slim people, and like, you know, even you can see the bones here.
Yeah, very slim.
You know that, yeah, and with the heat and with all that kind of stuff, and you look to those people coming, sitting on the coffee shop or coming or walking, and the lips is moving, like it has many lines, and the many lines just mean someone has a lot of things to say. At the same time, he like, you know, he tried to express about that. And also like the faces and also the shape. I love the shape of the neck and I like the shape. And again, like I'm doing like the construction of the head itself. For me, this is like another kind of an architect I'm doing for me. And again, how like you can see the nose and how the nose changing and how the nose from, you know, look at this.
Yes.
See, and the position is a bit like 10 or 5 or 2 degrees. It changed the form. And this is a concept. I mean, like it can be this way, and still I'm thinking of to make something down as a base. And again, you need to play with them. You can see those boxes.
Yes.
And I do all the sides sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, those are boxes I start with. And look at this one. Look at the colors on the.
Yeah, and these are juice boxes, eh?
Yeah, this is just boxes. Some of them.
So who was the lady who curated your show at Circle?
She was, her name is Kanyesile Bongwa.
Right.
And she's the one who's going to curate the Liverpool Biennale. And we also did a show with her for Stellenbosch Triennale, which I was among the main artists in South Africa. So, yeah.
The material you're using,
Yeah.
tell me about that.
It's layers of acrylic, paper, stitching, paint. Sometimes I use cow dung. I've just run out of stock of cow dung, so I'll use it to just create that layer on top. Do you know why I use stitches on the body? That is intentional because I always feel like like when you go to a doctor and start stitching it together, like bringing someone wounded, stitching them together, or something that's very delicate, stitching it together. It is based on my grandmother's stories, my grandmother's history, the stories she told me about her great-grandmother and her grandmother and her mother. It is so sad that my dad is not in the picture, so which means the next series I'll be doing, because I've been attacking my dad so many times with my work. My dad is somebody that I am familiar with, but I don't know how much I know them. Yeah, even though he raised me, but we never spent time together.
Why is that, do you think?
I think it's when you speak to many African men, they will tell you their dad was present but they were never there. Because my first show I did in South Africa was I Am Not My Father.
Where was that?
Was in Cape Town, Ebony. There's a hole that has remained in my heart of my father, and I feel there's a point I need to feel that, where after all is done, I'll be creating works of my wishes, and my longing, and of how I would have loved my father to be, And when I grow up, I would like to just show the stitches and the painting itself.
You mean you haven't grown up yet?
Not yet. I feel I have.
You're still working on it?
Yeah, I'm working on my growth.
Okay.
So one day.